At the end of 2010, there was a tremendous momentum for the future IT security of Europe. Firstly, the Commissioner for the Information Society and the Vice President of the Commission, Ms. Nelly Kroes, revealed the proposal for the new regulations for ENISA, the EU Cyber Security Agency. Soon afterwards, the first coherent internal security strategy for the EU was launched by Commissioner Malmström. What do these proposals mean for network information security in Europe, and why are they so important? Let's take a look at where we are in digital Europe. Every day in the media we read of spam, viruses, cybercrime and cyber attacks. The information society surrounds our daily life, at home, at work, in the car, on social networks, when we're banking, buying music, travel, online, or on or over your mobile phone. In a highly dynamic change of society, the internet has become the key determining factor of the economy. It is unthinkable to imagine what would happen if the networks and the internet did not function. It has become vital for the modern way of life, and just like water from the tap, it is being taken for granted. If the internet did not function, it would have a detrimental effect on our jobs, on the economy, and on society as a whole. But now, as you can access the web everywhere, are you secure anywhere? As new ways of sharing information, ideas, opinions, meeting people, interacting both professionally and privately online emerge, are we aware enough of the risks involved? This is where the EU Cyber Security Agency, ENISA, the European Network and Information Security Agency, comes in. ENISA is the EU's response to cyber threats and works as a body of expertise advising member states. Executive Director Udo Helmbrecht will introduce us to the agency's work and the digital threats that exist in our daily life.
Today, information society surrounds us. Information and communication tools and technologies have become the backbone of everyday life. You live your life online. Doing your banking online, using your ID online for submitting tax declaration or similar things. Your friends, family and professional contacts are all online in social networks. Your email, your online banking, your contact with authorities. Cybercrime is a challenge today. In the past it was bank robbery, today it's called phishing. It's how to get other people's money by criminals. This often is done by using malware on PCs of citizens. ENISA is supporting the European Commission and the member states, and in the future ENISA will support fighting against cybercrime. We are writing position papers, giving advice to the Commission and member states in all areas of IT security. Today everything is interconnected.
ENISA is an independent EU agency and body of expertise supporting the member states and the European Commission in bridging the gap in between technology and policy in all areas of IT security with a pan-European focus. We bring in key policymakers, stakeholders and media together to generate debate about network and information security, as it is vital for the economy and society of Europe today. In the new EU regulation proposal for the agency, we have been given the role to work more closely with other international organizations responsible for cybercrime and law enforcement. This means ENISA will provide its expertise and studies and reports, and they will do the operational work. So together we can work better and more closely together to combat cybercrime. We have produced some easy-to-use top 10 advice for parents, employees and companies.
With the new Lisbon Treaty, the abolition, the prevention and the combating of cybercrime has become a shared competence of the EU. This has created the opportunity for ENISA to act as a platform to support the exchange of views, opinions, best practices and expertise with cyber defence teams, law enforcement bodies and privacy protection authorities within the EU. This work is carried out in the field by digital fire brigades or computer emergency response teams, CERTs for short. By providing best practices, ENISA has been supporting the setting up and training of new CERTs in Europe.
The agency works in the prevention field of cybersecurity before massive cyber attacks or cybercrime happens. To that end, we are supporting the setup and training of computer emergency response teams in Europe. We do so, for instance, by providing best practices. The agency has successfully supported the build-up of the national governmental CERTs in Europe. In 2005, when ENISA started, there were only 8 European countries with national governmental CERTs, and in 2010, almost all EU member states have or are planning to have one, and more are to come.
Our society and our economy is dependent on the internet. Therefore, protecting the network is crucial for all consumers and businesses. Network resilience is the ability to provide and maintain acceptable levels of service, even in the cases of threats and incidents. ENISA supports the EU in that task. We have produced best practice guides on reporting incidents, on information sharing, and on national preparedness exercises. We have also coordinated the first ever pan-European cyber security exercise, Cyber Europe 2010. This exercise tested cross-country interaction and communications between public sectors in the event of an incident. As a result, Europe will be better prepared for large-scale incidents and cyber attacks.
ENISA's mission is to secure the information society. We do this by studying and collecting security best practices in a huge variety of areas. Botnets, security metrics, domain name security, incident reporting, cloud computing, social networks and smartphone applications, to name just a few.
Today everything is interconnected, so network and information security plays a crucial role. Network and information technology is a critical infrastructure and our economy and society depends on it.
Be smart. Keep yourself updated about security news. Follow our work online at enisa.europa.eu and sign up for our RSS feeds. It's only a click away.